Good morning. How are you guys doing? All right. And sorry for the delay. I was trying to figure out what was going on with my camera, but we're here. We're back. It's another Wednesday. And I just want to say, when I am asking, how are you doing? I want us to do something a little bit different today. Okay. Because normally when people ask us how we're doing, we are quick to say, "Oh, I'm fine. Everything's good. I can't complain." All of that. But I want you to ask yourself and check in with yourself and see how you are really doing. Okay. Underneath everything else that is, that you're putting on, underneath the smile, underneath the reaction and the response of I'm okay, underneath of I'm okay, how are you doing today? And just really check in with yourself. Like, I want you guys to do that. And I don't know if I know over here, it's been some things, but I don't know if you're dealing with different things that are coming and you're trying to figure out what in the world is going on. This came out of nowhere, or I have this to think about, or I'm worried about this, and whatever it may be. I just want you, like, literally, I was just taking a walk and I had to inhale, and I had to tell myself I was inhaling and exhaling. And I had to tell myself that I was inhaling peace and exhaling anxiety, inhaling peace and exhaling worry, doubt, fear, like all of those things, because I started feeling like, I don't know, I got up this morning, I was just feeling like a little weight was on my shoulders. And I'm like, wait a minute, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why I feel this way, but I don't like it. And I know when I feel burdened, I know when I feel like I'm weighted down, I know when I feel just off, then I've stepped off. I'm no longer in alignment and I need to get back in. It's because I am carrying weights that don't belong to me. And I told y'all I'm done with that. So if you notice yourself just being a little off today, a little heavier than normal today, if something just doesn't seem right, or you've been worrying about something, or something's been on your mind and been playing in your mind, and you don't have the answers for it, then I want you to check in with yourself. And I want you to do that. I want you to inhale peace. And I want you to exhale whatever it is that is going on. And just do that like 3 times. I promise you, you will feel better. But it is okay to sometimes be off. It's okay to wake up and I'm just not as happy as I normally would, or I just don't feel the same, or I don't know what's going on. We all have those days, and that is okay. It is okay to be in that space. It is okay to feel that. But I want you to acknowledge it. I don't want you to just sweep it under the carpet. I don't want it to be where you're just telling yourself you're okay and that you got to keep pushing through because you got work to do. You got to be at work. You got kids to raise. You got this to do. You got breakfast to make. Whatever it is that you have to do, I don't want you to push your feelings aside of whatever is going on and not really sit with it. I want you to sit with it. I want you to sit with it. I want you to feel what you feel. And then know that you don't have to feel that way. You don't have to carry these things. The reason why you're feeling off, the reason why you're feeling worried, the reason why you're feeling anxious, the reason why you are frustrated, the reason why you are confused is because you're trying to either figure out something that isn't any of your business, or you're carrying weights that don't belong to you. Which if you are trying to figure out something that isn't any of your business, you are carrying weights that don't belong to you. You are carrying an issue with you that you're trying to figure out that isn't for you to figure out. It's something that you are just supposed to, okay, this happened. I don't know why, but I accept that I don't know why. I accept it. I'm going to place it, and I'm going to give it where it needs to be given, to the person who knows how to figure this out, to the person who can handle it, because I can't. Not with all I got going on. I can't handle this one or these issues. I can't handle these. Okay. So I'm going to pass that over. And so I need you to really ask yourself, how are you doing? How are you doing in this space today? Check in with yourself. And if you are a little off, examine it. Don't be afraid of sitting down and actually embracing what it is that you feel and embracing uh, your offness, right? Embracing what is going on today and what you are feeling. Don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid of what may come or what may be revealed. Don't be afraid of that either. Don't be afraid or mad that you aren't in alignment right now, that you stepped off the train. It's okay. We've had these conversations over and over and over again. We all do that. We all make mistakes. We all step off. And some of us will step off for like months at a time, sometimes years at a time. Like it just is what it is. Sometimes we fall out of alignment, but that's okay. But it's our job to recognize it and to get back in alignment. And that is something that you can do literally just as quick as this. But you have to just recognize it. Recognize it. But that first comes with asking yourself, how are you really doing? How are you really doing? So I'm gonna pray now. Dear Lord, thank you for this day and thank you for everything that you've done for us and everything that you continue to do. I just appreciate you for just being here, occupying space. Thank you for just being a constant presence in our lives. Thank you for never giving up on us. Thank you for, when we step off of the train, thank you for just waiting there for us and not continuing to go without us. Thank you for our purpose. Thank you for the call that you have on our lives, on all of our lives. Thank you that you have something special for us to do, each and every one of us. Thank you that you have created us to be special. Thank you that you have created us to be unique. Thank you that you have poured into us with our gifts and abilities and characteristics that just separate us from everyone else. And there's just nothing else that anyone can do that is bringing forth to the table what we can. Lord, I just thank you for just us and our personalities and what we bring to the table, to being as unique as our fingerprints. I just thank you that there's enough space in this world for all of us to occupy our own lanes. Thank you that there is enough work for us all to do, that we don't have to compete with each other, but yet we can celebrate each other. We can celebrate each other being authentic and honest with ourselves and bringing our true selves to our workplace, bringing our true selves to our businesses, bringing our true selves to our home lives, to anything outside of home, just bringing who you have created us to be in every single moment, in every single spot that we occupy during the day. Lord, I thank you that we don't have to leave a part of us at home when we step into the workplace. I thank you that we can bring our whole selves. I thank you that how you created us is just magnificent, from our head to our toes, from the things that we have in the inside on into to the stuff that we have on the outside. Thank you for just all of us, just the beautiful, just how we just bring beautiful things to the table, Lord. I just thank you for all that we have to give. And I just thank you for helping us recognize our gifts. And I thank you for helping us recognize our talents and our abilities and our special characteristics that are unique to us. And just, I thank you for just allowing everyone to see what you see and how you see us when we look in the mirror, rather than going to our flaws and what we think we lack and the things that we could do better in. Lord, I want us to start seeing ourselves as you see us, as completely perfect. Even in the flaws that we identify, even in the flaws that we say we are perfect in you. And I just want everyone to be able to see that and see how awesome they are and all that they bring. And if there is a question as to what it is that they bring to the table and what makes them unique and what things make them stand out, if they have questions about that, I thank you in advance for bringing that to their awareness, Lord. I know that you can and I know that you will. So, Lord, I just thank you for everyone that is on this call. I thank you for the people that will be joining later on during the day, throughout the day, and watching this. I thank you for their support. I thank you for bringing the people that are for me to me. I thank you for giving me a hefty assignment. I thank you for the work that you are doing in me and doing in all of us. Lord, I just thank you. And I just continue to ask for you to continue to work on me and continue to work on us and refine us and mold us and shape us into into the people that you want us to be and the people that you have created us to be. Lord, we are all here wanting and desiring to be the highest and truest expression of ourselves. Lord, we all want, like, the potential that we all hold is just absolutely mind blowing. And I just thank you for that. And I just want, oh, if I had any wishes, like I just want it to be where all of us are tapping into our true potential. And we understand how to do that. And we are doing that on a daily basis, Lord. So I just ask, that is a big ask, but I just know that you can fulfill it. I know that you can do it. And I just see it. I see it happen. And so I thank you for that. I thank you for occupying space. I thank you for being here. I thank you for being with everyone else that is watching this video. And I just thank you. Thank you so much for everything that you've done and everything that you continue to do. And as I always pray, Lord, move me out the way. Less of me and more of you. Thank you. Amen. All right. So one of the things that I was thinking, and I had mentioned briefly to my husband, uh, was it yesterday? I don't know if it was even yesterday, but it came back up today when I was thinking about, well, not today, last night when I was trying to, I was trying to think about what it is that I feel led to talk about. Or God, I'm like, God, what do you want me to say? Like, what do you want to talk about? What is it that could help other people? How can I be of assistance? And so I even, like I said, I even went on a walk this morning. Like, okay, I'm here. What is it that you want me to speak about? And literally the only thing that I got was, that's what brought it back up. Or he brought it back up to my memory, is sacrifice, right? Because with this, and it ties into my program because uh, of how I am, I guess, structuring my program and uh, telling people about my program, the ones that who are interested in joining. So I always have to, like, preface this and prepare them for what it is that they're walking in. And sometimes when I'm preparing people for what they're walking into, I've had it where people have said, no, I'm not ready for it. I'm not ready for it. Or I don't want to do the work that's required. And then I've had people ask, how much work is it? Is it a lot of work? Like, am I going to be doing, like, a lot of stuff? And asking those type of questions, like, what can I expect from this? I don't know if I want to get ripped apart. Like, I don't know if I want to experience pain. I don't know if I want to put in that amount of work. So let me know what it is up front. And that's one of the things that I can't tell people. I can't tell them that entering into this clarity program, that I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be painful for you. I don't know how much work it's actually going to require for you. I can tell you that it is work. I can tell you that you're going to experience some things, and things are going to be revealed that you may not have been aware of. but I can't tell you exactly what to expect on the other side. When you enter into this program, I don't know. I don't know what God has for you, but I know how my journey has been. I know how other people's journey has been. And it's not all roses and sunflowers, right? Sometimes it is where you are facing things that are ugly, things that you don't like, things that you wish you could have changed, things that you wish you didn't have in you. Those are some things that come to the surface, but it isn't for you to run away from. It isn't for you to now look and just like, oh my gosh, horrible person, and now go behind closed doors. That's not what it's for. It's for you to face whatever it is that is coming up in your awareness, to face it head on. Okay. And to take that. And that's the only way that change is made. So I'm explaining this, but then it's where some people, it's just not, I'm just not ready. I'm not ready to take that step. I'm not ready to, like, I, I don't know what's on the other side of this. And it may be painful, and I'm not ready to take that on. I'm not ready to sacrifice what I know is needed to be able to make this work and to be able to do this and to be able to be successful in this program. And so, what it brought up in my mind as far as sacrifice is that we can't we a lot of times it sacrifice is attributed to you chasing your goals, or you becoming a better person, or you doing something positive, right? So we're talking about the sacrifices that come from that. So we're like, yo, I don't know if I really want to give up drinking. I don't know if I really want to give up going to the club. I don't know if I want to give up sleep to wake up earlier. I don't know if I want to give up my time at night to be able to go to sleep earlier so I can wake up earlier. These different things, right? And we're thinking about the sacrifices that we have to make to be able to progress in a positive manner, to be the person that we want to be, or to be the person that we see, and make the changes that we know or feel we should make, right? So we think about it often in that realm. So when things come to us and it could move us in a positive direction, sometimes our minds go to, what do we have to sacrifice for this? What do I have to sacrifice? Hey, thank you. What do I have to sacrifice to be able to get to where I am trying to be, or to be able to continue with this course, or to be able to gain the clarity that I want to gain, to be able to do these things that I want to do? What do I have to sacrifice? And when we're thinking in our minds what it is that we have to sacrifice, and then we're like, I don't know if I'm ready for that. I don't know if I'm ready for, I don't know. I don't know. Like, if I have to give that up, that's going to be a process. And I don't know if I'm ready to go through with that process, because I'm just not at that space right now. And we'll make several different excuses because it's uncomfortable. Sacrifice is uncomfortable, right? But the thing is, and this is what I want y'all to catch, is that it's uncomfortable when we are sacrificing, and we're sacrificing things to be able to get to where we want to get. So the positive sacrifice, right? But what is less talked about is the negative sacrifice. So either way you go, whether you are stepping in a positive direction and you're making changes and you are sacrificing to be able to become better, you're sacrificing. But at the same time, the other way, if you're choosing not to do different things because you don't want to sacrifice those things, and it is now hindering you from being the person who you want to be, or doing the things that you want to do, or achieving the goals that you want to achieve, then you're sacrificing on this end as well. But this isn't the thing that is talked about a lot, because we're already there, right? That isn't where it is uncomfortable or perceived as uncomfortable, because we're already sitting in it. We've already made a comfortable place out of being uncomfortable, because the thing is, if you are looking and you see that you want more, you see that you want to become a different person, you see that you have goals, and you see other people and you're like, man, that would be nice. Man, if only I could. If only, guess what? You are already uncomfortable. You are just making yourself, you are making yourself comfortable in an uncomfortable environment. You are desiring these things. You are feeling like there is more to life. You are feeling like there's more to be done. You are feeling like you are making the impact that you're supposed to make because of the fact that you are you are uncomfortable. You're not where you want to be. But because you have made a comfortable space inside of that uncomfortableness, then you're looking at, oh, well, I got to give this up in order to get here. And I don't know about that. I don't know about that. That's a sacrifice. But you aren't bringing attention and awareness to the fact that you are sacrificing right now. You're sacrificing as we speak. You are sacrificing who you want to become because you've made your home right here. So I want us to start evaluating this. Like when we are saying no to something, regardless of the fact, which no matter which way that is, when you're saying no to something, you're sacrificing something. When you're saying yes to something, you're sacrificing something. Either way, you are sacrificing, but you need to figure out whether it's something that you want to sacrifice or not. And how you determine that is not just, oh, it's painful. Ooh, I don't know, that's not gonna feel good. Not that way. Not, this isn't the time to use our feelings, right? This is the time to actually use our logic of where, okay, both sides have sacrifices that I have to give. And I am going to choose the sacrifice that will lead me in the direction that I want to go. So we have to let go of how we feel in the moment. So it may be where going this way may cause pain. It may be something that is making you uncomfortable because you don't know exactly where it's going to lead. It may be something that is just like, I don't know what's going to come out of this. I don't know if things are going to be revealed that I'm not comfortable with and that I don't even know. And I don't know if I reach that level of vulnerability. I don't know if it's something that I can really take on. This isn't, as you're evaluating this side, I want you to do the same in evaluating what happens if you remain in the same place. What happens if you just remain comfortable in your comfort zone? What happens a year from now? What happens 2 years from now? What happens 10 years from now? Is this remaining in your comfort zone and in your comfy space of uncomfortableness, is remaining there getting you any closer to where you want to be? Is it aiding in you? Is it building you up? Is it helping you become more of the person that God created you to be? Is it making room for your growth? Because we know in each level, to be able to go up, what happens? You have to step up. You have to take on more. You have to grow more. These are the things that are required for you to be able to step up on any level. Even when you're talking about business, when you're climbing, what do they say? Climbing the corporate ladder. You are stepping up. And when you step up, we know what happens. Your workload grows, right? It's not, it may not be where you're doing more busy work, but now you've got to manage people. You have people that are up under you, right? And the more you go up, usually the more people that you have up under you. And the more that you have to pour into them. And so that now challenges you, because what you're handling on this level is not the same that you were handling on the last level. So this is a new level of growth, but you stepped up to the plate and you're saying, okay, I'm going to handle this. I'm going to do it. But a lot of times it's easier for us to be able to do that, because what happens when you step up a level? and in your or you climb the corporate ladder, guess what happens? Your money expands too. So we focus more on the money than the actual things that are going to be tested in us and through us, and the things that we're going to have to grow through stepping up to that next level. But in life itself, right, it's not where God is like, all right, so if you step up to this next level, this is how much money, how much extra money you're going to get. These are the benefits that you're going to get. This is the package that you're going to get. That's not how it works. So when we don't have anything else, that we're just like, oh, okay, well, this is the promised benefit, this is the thing that I know I'll come out of this with, we automatically go to the sacrifice. What do I have to give up? What's going on? Like, what do I have to do? How much work do I need to do? How much is it going to take out of me? How much is it? And we want to know all of what we have to do before we sign up to do it. And that's just not how life goes the majority of the time. Normally, when you step into something, it's not where you have all the dots. The dots aren't connected before you step into something. And if you're waiting for that, stop waiting for the dots to connect before you make your move. Make your move. And then I'm telling you, once you make the move, the dots will connect. That is how it goes. But if you sit on the sidelines and you wait for the dots to connect till you have all of the knowledge, till you feel adequately prepared, till you start believing in yourself, till you start gaining more followers, till people start listening to you, till people start showing up to your lives, whatever. If you wait for that, then you are going to be sacrificing the things that you could be learning, and how you could be growing, and how you could be going up the ladder and reaching new heights and new levels. All this time, you are sacrificing this, and you are delaying your journey. You are delaying your growth. That's the true sacrifice that you are making when you are saying no. When you are waiting for your situation to be perfect. I'm going to break this to you right now. The situation will probably never be perfect. There is always going to be something. And that is one thing that I can say is true, even though I don't like that saying. If it ain't one thing, it's another, right? We don't need to focus on that. But there will be always something, especially when you are growing, when you are chasing after becoming that person that God created you to be. When you are saying, I am up for the challenge, there is always going to be something. Because what is it? I mean, what? You got to think about it from the enemy's point of view. If I just allow things to be easy for you, and you just go along your merry little way, and you become the person that God has created you to be, do you know how much impact that will make on this world and the people that are in it? Do you know how much movement will be made? Do you know how much shaking will happen and occur? Do you know how many lives will be transformed? Do you know how many people who now, because of you and because of your help and because they witnessed what your growth is and what you've done, how many people now will go on that same journey for themselves? Do you know that you hold the key for so many other people's lives to be changed, to be transformed? And it's on the other side of you saying yes to that sacrifice, to you saying yes to becoming better, to you saying yes to taking that journey. It's on the other side of that. So yes, there is always going to be something, because the enemy ain't trying to have it. He ain't trying to have that. He sees the power that you hold. He sees what you have. He sees the uniqueness of you. He sees the change that you can make. He sees the things that you can do in this world. And he's scared. He is scared. So what do you do when you are scared? You throw anything and everything at that person. Because look, think about it. If somebody came in the house, somebody came downstairs right now, and I'm like, oh shoot. First of all, yes, I would run, but wouldn't I throw something first? I would throw something like, what? I got a knife, do something. I don't know. I'm doing something to be able to now block you, or at least hinder you from moving as quickly as you possibly could. I'm going to try to do something, throw something in your way to slow you down. And that is exactly what the enemy is doing. He's throwing things in your viewpoint, in your way. He's throwing distractions. There are things that you are focused on right now that you shouldn't be focused on. There are things that you are doing right now that you shouldn't even be doing because it has nothing to do with what God has called you to do in this moment. And this is why we need to be clear on what it is that we're supposed to be doing in this moment and what we're supposed to be doing right now. But these things are aiding as distractions. So it's not always where he comes out and he's like, oh, all scary. And you can tell, like, oh no, that's the enemy. I am not doing that. No, that's not how he operates. He's very deceptive. Okay. He's very, just lucid. Like, he's just cool. He's like, okay, I'm going to bring this thing. It looks shiny. It looks good. It looks like a good opportunity for you right now in this moment because you need money, because you need an opportunity, because you wanted to get this job here. Remember, you wanted to work at Disney. So now I'm offering this. But your calling right now in this moment may not to be working at Disney. It may not be to take that job, but he's dangling something in front of you because he knows that it can aid as a distraction. So it's not always where he's throwing obstacles and trials your way to get you to fall and to stumble. It's not always where they look like that. Sometimes it looks good. Sometimes it's like, just like that apple, right? Just like, dang, that thing look good. It's all shiny. It's juicy. Man, oh my gosh, if I could just take a bite of that. That's how he operates sometimes. So we've got to understand, we've got to pull back and see what it is that we are, one, supposed to be doing in this moment. And then two, being honest with ourselves of what we're saying yes to. And when we're saying yes, what does that mean we're saying no to? And then when we're saying no, what does that mean that we're saying yes to? Because like I said, both of these, whether it be positive in a positive direction and getting you closer to where it is that you want to be, or a negative of where it's getting you to remain in the same place that you've been and not challenging you and not growing you. Both of those include sacrifices. You are sacrificing either way. But when you are sacrificing, be sure that you know what it is exactly that you are sacrificing and whether that is in alignment with where you want to go. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of jumping into it. Don't be afraid of taking on the challenges. Don't be afraid of wherever God is leading you. Don't be afraid of what is on the other side of that. Because I'm telling you, if you're going in that direction, if we're moving and we remain in alignment with where it is that God is calling us to go, where it is that we feel led to go, where it is that it would be the highest and best expression of ourselves, there is nothing to be fearful of. There's nothing to be fearful of. Yes, there will be things that come your way, but there's also things that come your way on this side. But at least we know that the things that are coming along your way on this side, if we face these things head on, we will grow through them. We will be coming out on the other side better than where we came in and how we came in. That's the guarantee here. The guarantee over here is that you may or may not stay in the same place because you may retreat backwards. Because if we're staying here and remaining comfortable, right, and we're staying in our comfort zone, what happens is that, yes, you are still going to face obstacles. You are still going to face trials. But over here, when we're doing this over here and we're saying no and we're not moving in the direction that we actually want to go, then that means that we're saying no to these obstacles and these trials that are coming. And if they come over here too, to be able to prepare us, to be able to grow us. Because even if you're saying no to this journey right now, right, it's not, and you're staying over here, it's not where God just gave up on you. It's not where he's not going to keep tapping at your door like, okay, you ready? You ready? Okay, I'm gonna send something your way to be able to grow you, to be able to get you to be the person that I created you to be able to allow you to see how much potential you actually hold, to be able to allow you to see how much power you actually have. He will still send those things your way. But when you're over here and you're in that mindset and you're saying no to the things that you actually want and the things that you actually desire, and you're sacrificing to be over here, then what you're going to be saying no to the obstacles, no to the trials, and no to the growth that comes from it. So I want us to be over here. I want us to be saying yes to these things. I want us to know that if we are feeling any type of disconnect, if you have ever questioned whether there has to be more to life than this. I remember saying that all the time when I was working my job out of law school, right? So I was working for the government, and I remember saying that like it was all the time, like there has got to be more to life than this. There's got to be more to life than this. And I'm going to tell you that there is. There is more to life than you just going to work, you getting your paycheck, you are paying your bills, and then you're buying a house and you're saving up for retirement and you're putting some money here and putting some money there for your kids, and then you die. There is more to life than that. This is not all there is. And if you find yourself ever questioning that, go with it. Keep moving in that direction. Keep questioning things. I got led here. I am where I am because I started questioning things. I question everything. Everything that I've been told, everything that I believe, everything that I started thinking and I thought was true and was facts, I started questioning it. And that's how I am here. That's how I've grown. That's how I have gone to new levels, is because I started to question it. Even the things that I believed or thought I believed, I questioned it. And in questioning it, I wanted to see if these things that I believed and these things that I saw as facts and or believed as facts and took as true were in alignment with where God was calling me and where it is that I want to go and who I want to become. Are the things that you are believing now at this moment, the things that you are doing, the habits that you've created, are these things in alignment with where you want to go? Or are they not? It's time to start being real with ourselves. This is all a part of self-awareness. And this is why sometimes it can be painful, because we've been used to a certain version of ourselves, an identity that we have taken on that is almost like clothing, right? We've put on this identity that now we're experiencing some disconnect, because we're realizing it's like little glimpses that we get that the identity that we've taken on isn't us. It isn't really us. So the thing that you've been used to for years, to now step out of those clothes and that identity and start stripping away, that is painful, because you are letting go of what you've known for so long, and you're putting on something new that you don't quite know what it is, because it's been absent for so long. It's like y'all aren't even friends right now. You don't even remember. The only thing that you can remember is her or his name. That's it. Other than that, I don't know nothing about you. And yet I'm inviting you in my house, and not only inviting you in my house, I'm taking you under my wing. I'm I'm caring for you. I'm allowing you to be a part of my family. Like, I'm taking you in and I'm gonna love on you. And I don't even know you. With anything, with adopting something new, there is always going to be some level of pain. There's always going to be some level of uncomfortableness. There is going to be some level of just, ugh, I don't like it. I don't want to do this anymore. There is going to be some level of that, but I tell you, stripping away the old that no longer identifies with you, and that no longer resonates with you, to now pick up something that does, despite the pain that you may face, despite the things that may come your way. This is the best decision that you could ever make. So I want you to really know that. And I want you to focus on that today and just really start questioning. Start questioning things that you have believed, things that you have done, the things that you're doing, and whether they are in alignment with where it is that you want to go. Do you even know where you want to go? Do you know who you want to be? Do you know who you were created to be? Do you know how much power you hold? Do you know how much potential you have? Do you know how much impact there is for you to make? Do you believe in your abilities? Do you believe that you have talents? Do you believe that you've been created to occupy a space that no one else can fulfill? Do you know this? If you don't, we got to bring it back. We got to bring it back, honey, because you are missing out. You are sacrificing. You are sacrificing yourself, your truest and highest self, your potential. You are sacrificing your growth. You are sacrificing the impact that you're supposed to make on this world. You're sacrificing the growth that other people are supposed to be experiencing because of yours. All these things are attached to you. And honey, I'm telling you, if you don't know now, you carry that crown on your head is heavy. It's heavy because the call on your life is heavy. There are things that you are supposed to be doing. There are moves that you are supposed to be making, but you remaining in your comfort zone and afraid to step out and see what's on the other side because you don't know and you aren't sure yet. And you're thinking about the what ifs. You're holding yourself back. You are the one who is standing in your own way. It's nobody else. It's not your situation. It's not the lack of money. It's not what your mama told you when you were 5. It's not what your daddy did. It's not what your cousin said. It's none of that. It's you. You are holding yourself back. And I want you to start identifying what it is that you are holding yourself back from. How are you holding yourself back? These are the things that we are going to have to start doing to be able to become more self-aware and be able to walk into where it is that God has called us to walk into, and to be able to have the confidence to be able to not only show up, but to command the room. Each room that we are set in, we command it. We own it. We aren't afraid of it. We aren't afraid of new levels because we know what? New levels bring what? New growth. New growth. That's what we're focusing on. We're not focusing on the other saying new levels, new devils. Nah, because you got devils everywhere. Either way, even if you don't step up another level, you still gonna face your devils. It's inevitable. Obstacles, trials are gonna come, things are gonna happen, whatever. All this stuff is going to happen regardless. So when we're talking about new levels and we're talking about exceeding and excelling and reaching our highest potential, what we're thinking about is the growth, the positivity that is going to come from it and come to us and move through us because of the decisions that we've made, because of the things that we're doing, the things that we are putting ourselves out there for. So this is what I want us to focus on. I want us to focus on the positive aspects of it. And when we're talking about sacrificing, when we're saying no to something, I'm going to repeat that. When we're saying no to something, you need to examine what it is that you're saying yes to and whether that is in alignment with where you want to go. And when you're saying yes to something, what is it that you are saying no to? And whether that is in alignment with where you want to go. But if you don't know where you want to go, you're not going to be able to do any of these things. So that's where it starts. And this is why I have this program. This is why we have the Clarity program. You've got a month that we are going to be intensively working to seek clarity in your lives, because I'm telling you, this is the foundation of it all. This is the foundation. You cannot make moves without you being clear on where it is that you want to go, where it is that God is calling you in this moment, what it is that you are supposed to be doing. And when you are clear about those things, it is easy for you to start picking up on and noticing distractions when they come. No matter how shiny they are, no matter how great they seem, you are able to now say, that's a distraction, because that is in alignment with where I am supposed to be going, because I am clear on where it is that I'm supposed to be going. So this program was dropped in my spirit. I have already talked about it, but this was dropped in my spirit. It wasn't something that I was thinking about, but this was something that was given to me. And the more that is given to me by God, and I'm writing this stuff down, I am seeing like, whoa, this is one, it's needed, it's necessary. And then two, you're always like, you're always going to need it. You're always going to need it, regardless of what level you're on. Because the thing is what did we say? When we go to a new level, right? You now are becoming a different person, because you're handling things that you weren't handling on that last level. Just like we equated this to business and moving up the corporate ladder, you have to become a different person to now handle, you were handling just yourself on this level. Now you're handling 20 people. That person that you were down there can't be the same person that you are right here. This is the same thing when we are climbing levels in life. When you're here, you're a certain person. But when you're here, you can't be this person and be here. You have only stepped up because now you are ready. You are ready for that next level of growth. So when you are here, different things are revealed to you. The person who you wanted to become down here at this level is not going to be the same person that you want to become at this level. New layers are going to be added on this level. And what does that mean? So you have new layers, you have new growth, you have new things that you want to do. That means that you have to have clarity. And each level, you have to be clear on what it is that you're trying to accomplish at this level, where it is that you want to be, who it is that you want to become, what moves do you want to make, what impact do you want to make. These are the things that you need to be clear about. And so if you are struggling with that and you notice that you fit into this category, I'm like, honey, I want to make these moves, I want to do this, but I'm doubting, but I'm worried, but I don't know if I'm equipped. I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to be doing in this moment. I find that I start going in this. I think that God is calling me to do this, but then I see something else and then I start going this way. I have trouble with sticking to the things that I'm supposed to stick to, or that I think that I'm supposed to stick to. I'm having trouble with making decisions. I'm having trouble with really narrowing down which direction I'm supposed to be going. If that is you, I am having trouble with really finding my voice and who I am and who God created me to be and how I'm supposed to show up in the world. How do I do that? Because I get lost in seeing what other people bring to the table because I'm not clear on mine. That's where we get that comparison from. That's where we get the doubt. That's where we get the worry. That's where the confusion starts coming and bubbling up to the top. That's where you start getting the frustration because you aren't clear on who you are, who you want to become, and what you're supposed to do. So if you fall into those categories, honey, I am telling you this, and this is the last time that I am going to announce this, because we start July 17th. And after July 17th, I'm not taking anybody else. So if you fall into that category, I promise you that you need to be in the room. You need to sign up for this program today, not tomorrow, today. And I have 2 spots left, because I am telling you this. This is the thing. When this first dropped into my spirit, I told myself that I was going to limit it to 5 people. I was like, all right, I'm going to do 5. But then God was like, nah, 10. I was like, what? 10? Okay, I'm going to do 10. I'll do 10. So this is one thing that I promise, that it will be no more than 10. It's no more than 10. This is something that I was given. And when I'm given something, I stick to it. So I got 2 spots left. And whoever, and I've already prayed about this. Like, Lord, I was on my walk yesterday and I was just praying and just like, look, I want whoever is for me and whoever is in alignment with this program to be in it. Because one of the things that I said, once this was dropped into my spirit, the moment I heard this program, right? And I became aware of the idea, I knew that one, I was going to be challenged in it. And I know that two, there was going to be some pain that I experienced in it because this is something different for me. And so I knew that there was going to be sacrifice on my end. But I said yes to the sacrifice because it's in alignment with where I want to go and the impact that I want to make, right? And it's in alignment with where God is calling me to go. So I said yes to the sacrifice. But in return, I asked God for something. I said, you know what? I'm going to sacrifice everything, all that I am for this, and to do what it is that you're calling me to do. But in return, I'm going to need one thing. And I need a transformation for every single person that steps foot into my program. And I want it to be a visible transformation, one that I can witness and they know as well. I want it to be a definite shift that they go through. And there is something, they come in where they lack clarity and they leave as clear as day. That's what I asked for. And that's what I know. I get what I ask. Okay. When I ask, I get it. So, and I was already told, like as soon as I said that, as soon as those words left my lips, it felt like God was like, I got you. I can do that. And so I know that this is going to be something that is so impactful. And I'm just seeing the way that he's working already. It's like, y'all, I'm going to make a separate video on like all that has transpired since I've said yes to this program. And this is what I'm saying, y'all. Stop thinking about the negative sacrifices that you think you're going to incur and the things that you think are going to come your way and that they're going to be painful. I'm telling you, if you only say yes to the things that are in alignment for you, in alignment with what it is that you want, in alignment with the person that you want to become, then you don't have to fear anything. Everything will be taken care of. And I am evidence of this. And I'm telling you, I'm going to lay it. Y'all know I am transparent. I have told you this whole journey of what has happened and how things are happening. So I'm going to be doing the same thing with this program. Like I want you to see, if you aren't seeing it in your own life, if it's where things are too cloudy for you right now to be able to see God showing up in your own life, I want you to see him through me. I want you to see, if he can do this for me, he can do it for you 10 times better. Like, this is just what it is. He wants to give. And so I am telling you, like, I am going to give. And this is the one thing that I say, and I'm going to leave this for every single person that comes in my program. I'm talking to them, right? And I'm telling them that I expect greatness from you. I expect that you show up. I expect that you do the work. And then on top of that, I am expecting for you to expect a transformation. Because the thing is that if I ask for it, I asked God for it. He said yes to me. But if you go into it and you don't believe it, honey, what we doing? We are going to make a transformation. I need my belief and your belief. Where two are together, what happens? He is there. He is there. He has promised me something, but I need you to now take the torch and I need you to run with it. So that's the thing. I have high expectations for everybody who joins my program. And, if it's not for you, then it's not for you. And it's cool. But everyone who it is for, I'm telling you, be prepared for your socks to just like blow off, because it's not me, it's God. And I've seen him work, and I've seen him how he's working, and I've seen him show up, and I've seen him show out already. So I know once we start, it's going to be over. But y'all, if it's something, I told you, if you fit into that category, you don't get in there now. Get in there now. I am so serious. Like, I'm so serious. But with that said, I'm going to end here. I'm going to end here. I am serious about my clarity. I am serious about making moves, and I'm serious about y'all. This is why I show up every Wednesday. This is why I am here super early in the morning and talking to you guys, because I believe in you. I believe in I believe in your gifts. I believe in what it is that you are supposed to be doing in this world. And I've already been told that it is magnificent if we only just take it. If we only just take it and own it. There are so many things that there's so many plans that God has for you. But it takes you making that conscious decision of, okay, I am going to do this. I'm ready. I'm ready, even though I don't feel like I'm ready. Even though I am a little nervous. Even though I don't know what to expect on the other side. And I have no idea what's coming. I'm still going to sign up. I'm still going to do it because I know that you're going to take care of me. I know that you got me. So this is where I want us to be. This is where I'm moving, y'all. If you ain't there now, best believe, keep holding on with me. You're going to be there. You're going to be there. So yeah, again, if that is you, if anything that I said resonates with you and you want more clarity, then get into that program. I'm going to leave the information again in all of the comments. So on YouTube, on Facebook, and on LinkedIn. I'm going to drop in the comments, you'll see a link and you can go to and visit the website. You can find out more about the program if you need a little bit more. And then you can register, and then I'll be in contact with you as far as the payment. And so one of the things, if you have any questions, and what I've noticed is that sometimes we have questions, but we're not necessarily asking them. If there is anything that is holding you back, if you see it and you're like, or if while I was talking, you're like, oh, that's me, I need to be in there. But then as you're looking at it and you're like, oh, you have some type of reservation, or you have some questions that are going through your mind, or something is holding you back, don't allow that thing to just hold you back and you not questioning it. Like, this is the thing, I want you to question it. Okay, so if that thing is holding you back, if it's where you need to ask me questions, if it is where you need to seek more clarity about the program, then you do it. Don't just feed into the questions, or just don't feed into the thing that is holding you back and just saying, oh, well, I'm having some reservations, so I'm not going to do it. Don't stop getting in the way. Move out the way and ask your questions. Send me a DM. I don't care what you got to do. Send me a pigeon. I don't know, with a letter. I don't care what you got to do, but get whatever questions you need answered out so I can answer them for you, and that you can feel more comfortable entering into this program. Don't allow those things to hold you back. That's it. That's it. So I'm going to leave it like that. Look for my comments. And I saw you. Please send more information on your program. I'm going to send that to your email address. And that's what we're going to do. All right, y'all. So we've got 2 spots, and I am looking forward to serving you guys. All right. So if any questions, anything, feel free to hit me up. I am here. And with that said, I am going to see you next Wednesday. Same time, same place. You know how we do. All right. I'll talk to you guys. Bye.